Then you want to think about fertilizing. So when are we going to fertilize these? Well, these liners have already came in. They've been on a truck for a few days, and then when they come into the greenhouse, the first thing that they're going to do is the workers are going to put them down on the ground. They're going to water them just to get them rehydrated. So it's probably not going to have any fertilizer, and that clear water is going to leach out any fertilizer that was in that soil. So now these plants are pretty hungry. So you want to feed them, but also you want to think about feeding them before you pot them up, because you pot them up into these larger pots and you put on this fertilizer. All that fertilizer is going into all this soil where there are no roots. So it's important to go ahead and fertilize them where the roots are, and that's in these liners prior to transplanting. Now, the amount of fertilizer you put on is going to be dependent on when you get to pot these up. So if you're potting them immediately, 200 parts per million, that's a good amount to get these plants going. But if it's going to be a little bit longer, you may have to bump up that fertilizer because, again, they become more and more starved for nutrients the longer they sit around. Now, if in a rare case you have to wait more than 7 days, which is obviously not advisable, but if you get in that situation, you kind of want to reverse your strategy and give them just enough, some maintenance fertilizer, so that they have enough, they're not becoming deficient, and in combination with those base temperatures, keeping it kind of cool, you're just getting them by until you can get them potted up. But again, right before you plant into those big pots, you want to give them that last dose, 200 parts per million, to get them going.